But if you close your eyes,
Hey guys, welcome to an interesting video by Max. So today we're back with more Injustice Gods Among Us, and today we'll be doing Battle 53. So for Battle 53, we're going to be using yet another, interesting team. So today we'll be using the not Dawn of Justice team, the Injustice 2 team, which technically only comprises of Superman and Aquaman. But yeah, so we're gonna put in Dawn of Justice, not Dawn of Justice. What am I talking about? We're gonna put in Injustice to Superman and Injustice to Aquaman. So we're gonna throw in somebody else, of course, because we gotta, have someone else on the team, obviously. Not Justice League Wonder Woman. So we're gonna put in. Let's see who else we have. We're gonna use Jessica Cruz and Wally West for the Rebirth team. We've already used the Dawn of Justice team. Let's see here. What does Suicide Squad Harley Quinn do? We don't have a Suicide Squad team, so maybe we'll just put in somebody else. Scrolling through, I'm thinking of animated Harley Quinn to give a boost to our other two characters. So we're gonna gear up animated Harley Quinn with the Arcane one, her own gear, which is the .357 revolvers, and finally, I'm gonna put in, if we can find it, the I have no idea where it went. Here we go, the Thermofrost necklace. So we're gonna just do this entire battle with this team. But before we jump into the fights, I do want to say that in this period I'm really busy and I'm having a lot of exams upcoming for the next couple of weeks. Across the next 3 weeks or so, every day I have a couple of papers. If not one, it'll be two. So after this video, I don't think we can be expecting a lot more until maybe a couple of weeks down the road. So Battle 54 and Battle 55 will be saved for a later date. They do seem more interesting with Regeneration, my most hated modifier, and Radiation, which could be strong. So we're just going to be doing this one today, and we're going to be doing using a Rebirth team for probably Battle 55, and we're going to be using maybe our best team for Battle 54 because I really hate Regeneration. So let's get into Battle 53 with our dual Injustice 2 people. So we're up against a Silver Green Lantern, and we're unloading on him. He is at 1 bar. We block the Turbine Smash, and we are at 1 bar ourselves. Alright, so he's getting off some combo centers. We're going to start blocking. Emergency Bear does trigger, really irritating. I just realized that this is a full Lantern team. We have Green Lantern, Sinestro, Regime Green Lantern, and John Stewart Green Lantern. Trident Toss connects for a bleed. A second Trident Toss connects again for further bleeding. Emergency Bear triggers. We're going to get in Superman, because he is at 2 bars. I'm going to get in the Flying Punch and get out Regime Green Lantern. Sinestro is in. Get off another Flying Punch on Sinestro, disabling his specials and severely damaging him. Gonna finish it off with another Flying Punch, our third, which crits for 45k. So in case you guys were wondering, this is my gear setup. Basically a lot of basic damage for Superman, basic damage and special 1. So we have half a hero and Radiation, and half a hero is a kind of a rare modifier. So special 1 and 2 damage are reduced, and we have Radiation, which is ticking for I think 1% per second. The really only threat for Radiation is the 5% per second one, which is like in the Martian Manhunter Prime challenge. That really killed me. So get off our Trident Toss twice for dual bleeding and get in Superman. Lightning Kick blocked. bullet time activates, but our bleed does kill him basically. Just need to get off a hit. There we go. Shazam knocked up by our flying punch. Sinestro is in, blocks the final hit of the flying punch. Death from above forces Superman out. Harley Quinn is in, and we're going to give a damage boost to the team, as well as a heal. That should make short work of Sinestro later. Alright, we're going to get an Aquaman. He is at 2 bars. We get in a get off our special 2, which just knock out Sinestro, which is great. Alright, so now in the next fight, we have Rebirth Jessica Cruz. Another Green Lantern team, really. Rebirth Jessica Cruz, John Stewart Green Lantern, and Regime Green Lantern Boss, which appears to be the same one that we faced. This entire battle really is a lot of lanterns. In the next room, we have Sinestro and Hal Jordan. Red Lantern Hal Jordan, that is. Alright, look at that, those 3 lantern logos below Jessica Cruz. I find it kind of amusing, really. Here's the Monster combo ender. Kilowog does get off the stun, and Battering Ram connects to severely damage Aquaman. Aquaman gonna get off 2 of his special ones to bleed Jessica Cruz basically to death. Fortunately for her, she tags out, and Regime Green Lantern is in, with Superman at nearly 2 bars. Superman gonna get off a flying punch as he hits another bar. Superman with a second flying punch to Regime Green Lantern. Energy Shield saves Green Lantern from elimination. And Green Lantern is at 2 bars. Getting the hang of this, I'm just gonna negate it, because it is severely extended with a full Green Lantern team. We don't want to be dealing with that. Alright, we're nearly at 2 bars again. Alright, we're going to get off a flying punch, and we're going to attack Aquaman back in. Emergency barrier triggers. Gonna get off our Trident Toss, which is badly aimed. Get off another Trident Toss. Getting off our 3rd Trident Toss in a row, which is blocked. We're gonna get in Superman. His emergency barrier triggers due to the bleed, and Superman negates his parallel nature. Flying Punch activated and blocked, but it will be enough to get rid of Regime Green Lantern, who is a boss. Right, so completed the fight, and moving on to the next one, we're gonna have to give our team a recharge. So we have Reverse Flash, Red Lantern Hal Jordan, and Regime Sinestro, who is a boss. So we're just gonna try to basic attack down Reverse Flash, because we don't really want to deal with cellular regeneration. Alright, we're doing good amount of damage with basic attacks. Aquaman has one of the highest damage stat in the game. Rage of Atrocitus blocked, but Burn does activate. Bleed on him. He is eliminated. Green Lantern Sinestro, not Green Lantern Sinestro, Regime Sinestro is in and gets his specials disabled. He is at half health, and we are nearly back to a bar. We are now. So we're going to get off another flying punch for the victory in the next fight. Alright, so now we have half a hero and dampening field again. Technically the last time was not dampening field, but yeah, we got the modifiers back basically. We're going to unload on Green Arrow. Green Arrow eliminated. We are nearly at it, but Green Lantern Sinestro is in. Green Lantern Sinestro gets whacked by our Trident as he does a backflip. So we did activate his passive, but it should not matter as he is eliminated. Metahuman the Flash is in and gets off a combo right as we hit the flying punch. However, for some reason he does manage to block it, and I have no idea how. He does block our next flying punch as well. Alright, so we're gonna get Aquaman in and get off a Trident Toss, which is blocked again. Flash really seems to be really fast at blocking, really. So we did basic attack him out. And in the next fight, we have Static, Rebirth Jessica Cruz, and Regime Hawk Girl. So we're going to get right into the fight. No time wasted. Alright, we're going to start unloading on Static. Static responding with a light attack and another. And another. Shock and Awe activated as Regime Hoggle tags in, and Regime Hoggle is still unobtainable unless you did her original challenge, which is really irritating. Alright, so there goes Hot Girl. Static is in, static blocks. Oh, high gear activates just as I was trying to swap out so that I could absorb that high gear. Did not work out as planned, and Aquaman a little bit beat up. Superman eliminates static, and Wax Jessica Cruz Baron Ram activated. Jessica Cruz getting pummeled, but she does respond with a light attack. And we do get stunned, but thankfully we do have Kryptonian Fortitude intact. Gav to stay down, and that should do it. Rebirth Jessica Cruz eliminated by a solar powered smash. We're going to move on to our next fight. So there are quite a ton of fights in this particular battle. So we're next up against Zatanna, Red Sun, Green Lantern, and Rebirth Raven. Thankfully, it's not a Red Sun team. I really do despise Green Lantern, Red Sun teams because I hate that I can't crit on them, I can stun them. Really don't like it. Understandably so. Although Red Sun teams are not that prominent in multiplayer as they were last time. I mean, they were the best team last time, but nowadays they are still relevant, but for some reason you don't really see that much Red Sun teams. Although I really do find that they are very effective for me personally. Like on defense, if I had a good Red Sun team, I would put it because I get really irritated when I fight Red Sun teams myself because of the fact that I can't crit on them, and with the proper gears, they can wreak havoc. Although a lot of the new characters' passives are way better, so I'm not too sure. Alright, we do get off a Flying Punch successfully on Rebirth Raven. We're going to get off another Flying Punch, which does knock her out. Alright. Injustice 2, Superman nearly at level 51, and this should bring him there. So we have Countdown and half a hero against a full Yellow Lantern team. So we have Animera Sinestro, Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan, and Regime Sinestro. So we're going to get right into the fight. Alright, Countdown should never be a problem for me. 3 minutes is more than enough time. I think, like, I only ever lost the Countdown, like, once before because I was, like using a lousy team. Alright, we get drained and we tag out before we could get off Special 1. So we're going to get off Special 1 right now before he can force us out. Hal Jordan is in, and we don't want to tag out right now because we don't want to trigger his passive, which we are not aware of. So he has it at 1 bar, Turbine Smash blocked, and does cause bleed, which does seem to be really strong. We're going to disable his specials instead. Regime Sinestro is in, we're going to get Aquaman in. Fear will rise, Unrelenting Fury does trigger for a giant power drain. It looks like that was not the right move on our part. Should still be fine though. You have a Trident Toss, which does get blocked and bleed. There goes the boss Sinestro, and there goes Yellow Lantern Hal Jordan for the victory in the final fight of this battle. And both Injustice 2 Superman and Aquaman do level up to level 51. Alright guys, so we're done with the battle. So for the next 2 battles, it's gonna come eventually. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video, and goodbye.